my gosh. Hey guys, what's going on? It's Josh here with Take'em TV, and today I drove about 2 hours north of me. I'm up kind of around the Okoboji area with my buddies Turner and Colton over here, and we're doing a little bit of a field hunt. So we got just about 10 dozen decoys set out right now. We're right off a big main lake that's holding a couple thousand geese right now, so hopefully we can get a chance at them. Do my best to record for you guys. This wind is terrible right now. It's blowing like 20-25 miles an hour, so sorry if you can't hear me too well, but yeah, hopefully we shoot a goose today. It'd be my first ever goose that I ever shot, so definitely be something cool, and hopefully I capture it all on camera for you guys. So kill him.
Oh no, my gun's jammed. I got a fucking greenhead. There it went. I'm gonna go grab it real quick.
Yeah, you're good.
My gun was jammed.
Was it really?
Yeah. Look at my fucking hands.
Hey man, good job.
Nice. Let's go, baby. Boys.
Good job. Pulled one group of mallards in off the lake, and we got this nice little greenhead back here. He's a little bloody, if I'm being honest, but good drake right there. I'm trying to tuck him back in, but we had another group working. Probably could have shot at him, but hopefully more birds get up here in just a second. Shoot it.
I'll go get it. Don't worry, I'm on it. Good shots, boys. I gotta shoot that time.
There you go. Got another one. Nice little greenhead. That was a single. Just came in from behind us. Heck yeah, man. Good job, Turner. They're turning right behind us. Can I fucking shoot those?
Out front. Shoot the ones out front, I got the right.
How are they? I fucking
hit him in the head. I'll go get Lucy.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I want.
Oh.
You want me to put another one on him?
Nope.
Oh God. All right, come on, we got 5 minutes. We got 5 minutes. All right, well, that hunt turned very interesting really quick, honestly. I think we had more, we definitely had more birds, like ducks, working the spread than we had geese. So, but the one pack we had come in, we got one out of it. Felt like we should have got a couple more, but here's what we have right now. So we got 2 green wings, or not green wings. We got two green heads. Sorry, I shot 2 yesterday and 1 goose, so not too bad, honestly, for a quick little hunt. So pretty big goose though. But overall, I had a good time. So got out here, shoot something. So, but now we got a lot of decoys to pick up in a little amount of time. So pick some decoys up. All right, so it's about 8:45 right now, and I just got home, went ahead, clean the birds up right here. Honestly, that goose was a lot bigger than I thought it was, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna go ahead and make some goose jerky out of this. So I am gonna do a catch, clean, cook on this video. I've never had goose, so I'm really excited to try it. And I think jerky is probably gonna be one of the best ways to go ahead and try goose for the first time. But put it down in the comments what you guys do with your goose and how you guys prepare it. If you guys just do jerky, or if you guys put it in a crock pot with some stuff, or what. But overall, today was a great hunt. Honestly, it was the best field hunt I've ever had, and it definitely created some memories that I'm gonna, keep forever. It's the first Drake mallard I've ever shot, and the first Canadian goose I've ever shot. So it was honestly pretty incredible. It was more crazy that the ducks were coming in like they were, because we only had 8 decoys out. We had 2 lucky duck spinners on a remote so we could stop them for when geese came in, and then I had some floaters in the back of my truck, and we went ahead and took 6 floaters off my rigs and just kind of threw them out there in the field, and the ducks loved it. They did it dirty. And I'm gonna throw in some more videos of some ducks and some geese that came in after shooting hours. We just kind of stood there and watched them work, and they didn't care. They wanted in the spread. They wanted to be a part of it. And we were just standing outside of our layout blinds watching these ducks work. And then we had a huge line of speckle bellies come over us. And we just got down in our blinds and laid there, didn't make a single sound. And they worked right over top of us about 20 yards. So it was pretty cool. I wish they would have showed up about 10 minutes earlier, and we probably could have shot at them. But overall, definitely a memory I'm going to keep forever. And I'm looking forward to trying these goose breasts out.
They're gonna no way. Oh my gosh. Dude, they went in so bad. So Colton, how much lead do you have?
32 hours.
Those geese are heading straight towards us.
You just want to get in and see if they come?
Dude, kind of.
Dude, I'm so mad. There's another group right over there. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is actually quite a few days after we went ahead and shot these geese. Life got busy, life got hectic, threw them in the freezer. But today, we're finally back, and we are making some goose jerky. Now, I've never made goose jerky personally. I have had it. It's pretty good. But I've made quite a lot of deer jerky. I've made quite a lot of beef jerky, and I have a go-to recipe. Super simple. All what we're gonna need here today is some soy sauce right here. We're gonna need some garlic, minced garlic, some pepper, some Himalayan pink salt, and then finally just a little bit of brown sugar. So I personally like more of like an Asian style teriyaki beef jerky. And that's what we're gonna go ahead and do on our goose breast here. So I'm pretty much gonna eyeball everything right here. We're gonna use that entire bottle of soy sauce, about a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of the minced garlic. I personally like a lot of garlic flavor in my jerky. About a tablespoon of pepper, tablespoon of pink Himalayan salt, and about 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. So, but then for our goose right here, I got it all ready on the cutting board. We're gonna go ahead and we are going to want to cut it in long strips against the breast, so that way we're trying to go against the grain of the meat it's going to make it a lot more tender and everything. And then for the, I call them the tenderloins, but we're just going to go ahead and cut these down the middle, so that way they are a little bit of a thicker piece of jerky. But overall, I mean, I'm super excited to try this. I'm super excited to do this. It's going to taste amazing. If it's anything like the deer jerky or the beef jerky that I make, it should work out fantastic. I am going to go ahead and just throw this in a dehydrator when I'm all done with it, but for right now, we're just going to get to making up this marinade, as I like to call it, and then we will get to cutting the goose up and getting ready into its final jerky form. Okay, so like I said, first things first, we're going to put this entire bottle of soy sauce into our marinade. Might have to pull this cap off real quick. Can do that by just grabbing a fork here, popping that cap off real quick, and then we're just going to want to dump our soy sauce in first. So liquid first will make everything a little bit easier to mix together. And the soy sauce is where we're going to get most of our Asian flavor out of it, but it's also going to be a lot of salt. So we don't want to put a ton of pink salt in, but just a little bit. Then from there, we'll grab a tablespoon, grab our minced garlic, and do one. We're gonna do 1.5. That should be good. Like I said, I personally really like garlic, so we got quite a bit of that in there. I think garlic is a really good flavor additive too. And then we are going to grind quite a bit of fresh pepper up in here. Might take us just a second, but we'll get there. Alright, I'm going to say that's probably close to a tablespoon. And like I said, pink salt, basically it's really just going to let the, it's going to allow the marinade to soak into the meat. Salt tends to grab on and go into the meat really well, so that's why we're putting more salt into it, so it can absorb more of the flavor profiles that we're adding in here. So about a tablespoon is about all I'm going to want to put in here, just because the soy sauce already had so much salt into it. And the big one that we're going to want to put in here is brown sugar. So this is going to give us our sweetness. It's going to help kind of pull the saltiness out of it, but give it more of a sweet Asian flavor. You can add sriracha in here. You can add hot like pepper flakes in here, or red pepper flakes. You can also add things like gochujang. If you guys know what that is, it's basically like a pepper paste if you want something hotter. But I just kind of like mine like sweet, savory, like a teriyaki flavor. So we're going to do probably 2, maybe about 3 large tablespoons in here. And now we're going to want to mix it up so it can start to dissolve together and become a good marinade for our goose. With making any kind of jerky, it is super important to remove all the fat that you can. So our goose here has a little bit of fat kind of around the edges, and so we're just going to want to make sure that we trim as much of the fat off as we can. It's just when you dehydrate it, it doesn't smell good, it doesn't taste good, and it spoils faster than anything. So just take some time, do your due diligence, tongue twister there, and just trim off as much fat as you can. This one's looking pretty good. I got a little bit right here that I'm gonna just want to take off. And I'm gonna go ahead and say that this breast right here is probably ready. This other one looks like it has quite a bit more on top, so this one might take me just a little bit longer to trim. Alright, so those two are ready, and now we are just going to get ready to start cutting up the goose. So taking a look at it, it looks like a lot of the muscle fibers are running horizontal along this breast. So when I make my beef jerky, I like to cut against the grain, so that way when you go and dehydrate it or smoke it or whatever, it's easy to pull apart. It's a lot more tender. Just something that I've learned over the years. And I'm going to want to cut these probably about a 1/4 inch thick. That's about what I like. You can go a little thicker. I wouldn't really go any thinner. It just takes forever to dehydrate, and it makes more of a hassle than anything. So we're going to get started on this breast right here. I'm just going to go ahead by squaring up the edge right there, and hopefully if you guys can see this. Oh gosh, try and get you. It's hard to see, I got terrible lighting in here, but that's probably going to be what I want. Like I said, about a 1/4 inch, maybe a little thicker, but it would also help if you guys could throw these in the freezer for like 15-20 minutes to kind of firm them up just a little bit. It helps getting a straighter cut. However, I don't got time for that today, so we're just slicing and dicing. So. Alright, so I just finished up cutting up this last breast. I'm just kind of getting it into the size that I want my jerky pieces before I put it over into the marinade. And I'm basically just cutting all of them in half. It's about the size that I like, you know, 4 or 5 inch piece of jerky. It's not going to dry out super fast. It's going to be a good bite for everybody, because I am going to take this to work, and I'm gonna have all of my buddies try it out. Like I said, I've never made goose jerky before, and I know a lot of the guys that I work with have never had an opportunity to ever eat goose or try goose. So I like sharing. I like getting people to taste things that they've never tasted before, and honestly, I really hope it just turns out good. But if I know anything, if this tastes anything like beef or deer jerky, it's going to be awesome. I already know that. So, almost done here.
I'm 28 years old and I'm model.
And we're going to just get this lid on our marinade. I've just gone ahead and thrown all of the goose in this marinade. And I just want to go ahead and kind of push it down in there. Maybe try and mix it up just a little bit. I don't want to make a mess. This bowl is a little small for all of this, but I just want to make sure that we're picking up the dry ingredients that we put in there, like the garlic and the pepper, and making sure that it's all over the goose breast that we have put in here. So, which we're pretty much there. I can see a good amount of garlic on a lot of these pieces. So I think this is going to go ahead and work pretty well. Alright, so now all we're going to do is go ahead, put the lid on our marinade right here. I want to make sure it's good, nice and sealed. And then we're going to go ahead and stick this in the fridge for, you know, it'd be best to let it marinate overnight, but I'm probably going to go for about 4 hours, I think. 4 or 5 hours, just really depends. But that should give it enough time for the flavors to kind of soak into the meat and attach to it. So I will see you guys in about 4 hours. So. Alright, so we have our dehydrator right here. We have 3 racks of jerky, so this should cook pretty fast, but I'm just going to go ahead and flick that button on. And it's going to start. Go ahead and throw our lid on right there. And like I said, this is probably going to take about 4, maybe 5 hours with all the stacks on there. Shouldn't take too long. The only thing I'm going to have to do is kind of rotate these every so often. Since it is just a bottom fed dehydrator, this bottom one's going to dry out a lot faster than this top one. But other than that, I am super excited to see how this jerky turns out, honestly. But one thing I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take this to my work. I'm going to give some jerky to my friends, give some to my coworkers, and just, you know, see what they think. And I'm not going to tell them it's goose at first. I want their, you know, true reaction to how it tastes, what they think about it. Alrighty, it's the next day. Actually, it's a couple days afterwards, because I ended up taking a whole bunch of this goose jerky right here to my work. And once the word got out at work that I brought jerky for everybody, it was gone in like 20 minutes. So overall, I was pretty happy with it. Like I said, this is more of an Asian recipe, so not all my coworkers were fans of it. They just don't like, you know, teriyaki and stuff like that. But if I had to change one thing about this, I probably wouldn't have put in the extra salt into this one personally. I think the soy sauce brought enough in there. I just do it with beef because there's more fat in there, so it helps it kind of break down a little bit more. And it normally works out pretty good. So, but overall, the goose jerky was a success. I've been snacking on this one, but I got about 3 bags worth of jerky out of that one goose, which is honestly pretty impressive. So, but overall, everybody loved it. So, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and hopefully you enjoyed the catch, clean, cook process of it. But, you know, with that being said, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe on this video, guys. And I will see you guys in the next one.